people that turn up every weighing and help. I'd like to first of all thank Shirley. Where's Shirley? Bottle of scotch for Shirley. Good on you, Shirley. Thank you very much. Next, I'd like to ask Alexa.
Yeah, when I finish the story later.
He does a great job as our cook.
Good on you, Alex.
Thirdly, I'd like to thank Charles up. Charles has videoed our thing every competition. If you haven't got Charles a bottle of flog, because we know what he'd do with it. Thank you very much. Give him a big round of applause. Rightio, we'll get on to the prizes. We've done the same as last year. The heaviest of each category, or the heaviest of each species, gets a hat with very coveted engraving on the side, embroidery on the side of each champion species. Okay, we'll start off with heaviest snapper, a 2010 outsider skip.
Thanks everyone.
Happy birthday, you prehistoric thing.
Thank you.
Heaviest pelagic, and I think the heaviest fish overall for the year, was an amberjack. Pedro. The 2010 crab champion, Roscoe. I've got to say thanks to Roscoe too for putting all the effort in this week. We did a few trips, down to the pin and chasing muddies, and I think we ended up with 11 or 12. Snowy Wynot also helped at the end of the week. I wasn't able to go, so I'm sure you all saw the post with, by the way, it was snowing with his head behind the 2010 heaviest dart. Sideshow.
You'll have to get a haircut to put that
Come on, mate, they're adjustable.
It says dart champion. You go down to the pub and tell you're a good dart player. 2010 Taylor champion, Mr. Magoo. So that's the next one. Heaviest flathead. This was a bit of a conundrum because the heaviest flathead was actually disqualified because it was oversized. So the heaviest flathead goes to the second heaviest flathead, the longest legal flathead, Sinbad.
Oh, mate, I can't tell you.
I think it's the only legal fish he waited all year.
You said you could one up.
2010 Fred champion, Odin. The next one is whining, and we'll leave that a little minute.
I'm here.
Horse here. Horse won the heaviest pearl perch, not here. Okay, we've only got a couple more to go. We've got hats for the runner-up inshore and runner-up offshore champion this year. And it really surprised me when I actually sat out and did the numbers, who won what. I was surprised when the numbers came out at the end, but it was pretty cut and dried. It was very, very close. The winners were only, I think there was one fish in most categories between the winner and the runner-up. The runner-up, offshore champion, Razza.
We go with
Now the runner-up, inshore champion, Nev White. Okay, now these are our club champions. There was a slight stuff up they forgot to put the names on, but it doesn't matter. Okay, 2010 offshore champion, Seaback.
So you got your hair cut for something anyway.
We got him at 2XL. We got him at 2XL. I figured that'd be close. 2010 inshore champion, and this surprised me. It did. Mr. Magoo. That one's a 4XL. I'll give it back to you. I don't think there's many surprises on this one. 2010 Sportfish champion. Junior champion overall. We didn't have a lot of juniors weigh in this year. We really had very few competitors, but one junior kept weighing in and was a long way ahead of anybody else, both in the sportfish category and others. 2010 junior champion. We've also done something else as well. We've thrown in another prize for the junior. Can I get someone to grab the kayak over the back there? Oh. 2010 junior champion also wins this lovely kayak. Oh. Fraser T. Hey. Okay. Okay, if somebody took one of the stainless steel bolts, can they bring it back? Because it's our cramp crushers. Okay?
Can't find it. Stainless steel. We had two of them.
Okay, that about wraps up the presentations. We've got the heaviest whiting goes to Yummy, and the heaviest pearl perch goes to Horse, who isn't here. Appreciate everybody turning up. I hope we can have a real good feed. We'll draw the raffle very shortly. Thanks for coming. Before we get on to the fish prizes, and we've called this Forum Member of the Year. So in other words, it's the person that has contributed a lot to the forum. Now I've based that on a few different ideas, a few different things. The most posts, the most subjects started, and a whole lot of other criteria. And after weighing it all up and summing it all up, and I came up with the conclusion that the Forum Member of the Year, the person that has contributed the most to the forum, is, why not? Brand new Alison McGlashan's Complete Fishing Bible.
Dude, you'll need that too, bro.
Some of us have got more time on their hands than others.
He's not only had the, I think the second highest number of posts, he's also started the most posts and spent the least amount of time on the forum, so I don't know how he does that. Okay, throughout the year we ran a photo competition Now this was a new concept, and initially we had a few entries, and then it started to snowball a bit. Now what I did is I have a mate who's one of the senior photographers at the Courier Mail, the Sunday Mail, and I got him. I chose about 100 photos. I actually sat down with him online and got him to go through all the photos in the forum, mainly those in the photo section, but I pointed out a dozen or so that were actually in the forum as well, and got him to choose what he thought were the best 10 photos. Now these weren't particularly big fish, or they weren't particularly anything special, but they were photos that he thought were good enough to publish in his newspaper. So whilst some people looked at those photos and thought, geez, that's not a very good photo, from a professional photographer's point of view, it was. So what we did, I got him to grade the photos, give me a score out of 100 for each photo. Now that made up 50% of the score. I then put a poll up and got people to vote on the results, and we made that 50% of the score. Now it came down, believe it or not, to one vote. One vote made the difference between the winner and the runner-up. Now the runner-up, unfortunately doesn't win anything, was a photo posted by Steve. The photo. Who took the photo? Twitchy took the photo. It was Twitchy's son, I think, holding a 90-something centimetre photo. You would have seen that photo? That was the runner-up photo. The winner of the annual photo competition, and this surprised me a little bit because this particular photo, I went to a little bit of trouble and I actually looked at what they call the EXIF file, which is the data file that's carried with photos that actually identifies type of camera, time, shutter speeds, all that. I can actually look at that information on my software. So I had a look at that. This photo was actually taken with a Nokia phone, I think a 6300 or something, which surprised the hell out of me. The photo of the year goes to Krusty.
That's fantastic, mate. Thanks.
Right, you mate, you deserve it.
Mate, that was taken with a mobile phone at about 10 to 5 in the morning. I was shot at the jetty man.
That was the jetty at
Professional photographer. Getting up cooking. Anyone wants a wedding shot, we got the phone.
Now another